Let me ask you a challenging question. Are you judgmental? Do you have prejudices, biases? There's no person on earth that does not have prejudices and biases. All of us have that. All of us in some ways are judgmental or can be judgmental. It may be very subtle, but it's essentially, if you think about it, why do people have stereotypes? It's because they're comfortable and they make it also easier to navigate life. You see something, you say, oh, that belongs on this shelf. You buy spices, it belongs on the spice shelf in the pantry. Meat goes here, fruits go here, vegetables there. Are we stereotyping the vegetables? No, but it's the mind works in an organized fashion. So on that level, it's very innocuous and actually quite organized and efficient. Where does it become a problem? When we start putting people into categories. Oh, I see somebody, they look a certain way, they must be from that group. Maybe based on color, on race, on religion, on dress. We easily do that. Part of it is coming just from laziness, from perhaps trying to be efficient, but it spills over easily into becoming prejudiced and even discriminatory and judgmental. But what is it based on? Exactly that principle. You're not ready to revisit. You're not ready to relook at something. Maybe that person has nothing to do with the stereotype you fitted them in. Would you want to be judged that way? The goal is to become a non-judgmental person. This doesn't mean you don't have opinions. Many people confuse and say, if I have a certain principle or moral value and other person doesn't follow it, immediately that's judgment. No. You can disagree with another person. That doesn't mean you have a right or the ability to judge. Judgmentalism is one of the worst qualities in human beings because it determines that you know where it's at and someone else that is not the way you think, you judge them. Besides the fact that we don't know what another person is going through in their experiences and says don't judge someone until you're in their shoes, and even then you shouldn't judge them. There's so many subtleties to life. And ultimately, you're really introducing something that's unnatural. Each human being has a unique soul. Are you judging their soul too? Or are you judging their choices? So judgment is a very inappropriate expression and should be eradicated. How do we do that? By looking deeper, by revisiting our prejudices and our biases and saying, you know what? Maybe it's time for me, perhaps I have an opinion, but never to come to a judgment and definitely not to a conclusion about any person or any experience.